Good Wednesday. Wednesday morning, everybody. It's a great day for joy, even if you have bronchitis, even if it's cold outside, even if you woke up and felt like we're only halfway through the week. So, without further ado, I think it's time I bring you a little joy today. Here we go. Good Wednesday morning, everybody, and welcome to Project Joy Live. It's your triple shot of good vibes kicking off your morning. You may, I sound, I got made fun of so bad by my girls yesterday. They kept in the car going, Mike Wazowski. You guys know the character from Monsters Inc. that sounded like a 90-year-old smoker. Um, they keep calling me that. I have bronchitis, guys. And if I just quickly like break to like commercial or something during this show, I just need to cough. It's okay. But you know what's interesting is this morning I had a conversation. A lot of you guys know that I meet with some friends of mine. I meet with a lot of people at at 7 o'clock in the morning Eastern time to collectively read Dorothy Auger's For Love poem. We've been doing this since Dorothy was alive, and we continued after she passed away. But we always have like kind of this little bite-sized, less than 5 minute conversation um, before we read the poem or after. And we were talking this morning. I said, it's really interesting that this is the first year I've literally been hit with one thing after another. First couple weeks of the year were like groovy, okay? And then I got sick after I thought that I had I thought that I had, beat that because I was the last one in my house to get sick. And then had the tooth out, then had complications with the extraction, and now I have bronchitis. So it's been like literally one thing after another, but this is the first year that I have felt like so good emotionally and spiritually, mentally during like not feeling great. Granted, I've had my whiny moments, okay? Um like anybody does. But for the like majority, I have felt so good in my head, and I said it's been this really strange experience to be so sort of frustrated physically, but mentally be in like the best space of my life. And so it's kind of I'm sort of this walking contradiction right now of hacking, like coughing. I sound like a 90-year-old smoker. But I'm like, yay, but this is great, right? I don't know why. I don't know why, other than I recognize and looking back that I'm a sort of this um I feel like, speaking of contradiction, speaking of irony, um, I realize I have the ability through the life I lead to be sort of the example of the other side. And I don't take that lightly. I take that as an incredible honor and privilege. Um and I never feel forced in it. It just feels like this is sort of who I am. And if people get to witness it and learn something from it, yay. And if not, that's cool too. But it's a cool thing for me to witness my own self. And with that, it's enough rambling. It's time to get to the morning brew. Let me tell you what you can expect on the show today. I hope you all are waking up with me here this morning. If you've been awake for a while, welcome. I hope this catches you having a great day. And if you're just waking up, I hope this brings you the joy that you need today. Let me know what's in your mug this morning. I shared with you all that I'm on my Aquarius mug this week because today is the day that we actually switch over from Aquarius to Pisces. So, shout out to all my fabulous Aquarians out there on the planet. um, I'm drinking ginger tea this morning and will continue to drink my tea as I fight the good fight over here. Trying not to laugh real hard. Um, so on the show today, we're going to be doing celebrating today with our national holidays, and I've got the daily uplift for you on today's show. We're going to be getting nostalgic. I'm going to give you a little um, treat into little peek into our 90s nostalgia week that's coming up in March. And also I'm going to be asking you guys to chime in on who I'm going to get to see at 90s Con. Who would you see, because I need help narrowing it down. I'm not going for the full 3 days. 90s Con is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm only going on Sunday. And so I have limited time, limited resources to be able to see certain people, get photos with certain people, autographs with certain people, all of that stuff. So I need your help. Okay. I need your help chiming into that. After break, we've got birthdays for you. And I've got to tell you about the rest of the amazing things, excuse me, happening on the Breakthrough Show Network and within our virtual community this week. Let's check in really quickly here. Miss Brittany's here this morning. Happy hump day to you, my friend. Now, Mike Wazowski. It's crazy. She says, I feel so weird. I feel so good emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but physically, not so much. It is. And I think what we were talking about this morning was how I recognize in the research that I've done about our connection between the physical and the spiritual, emotional, mental is that the body takes longer to catch up because it's a physical mass you're dealing with. Okay. Or the body is, I've heard people describe it as our meat suit, right? Like it's it's a physical thing, and so it takes longer for the physical thing to change than it does energy, right? That can energy can change in I don't even know what the smallest measure of time is, but that fast. Probably not even not even measurable, maybe. But my point being is that um, if you get to that point where you feel like, hey, physically I'm not feeling so great right now, but I feel so good mentally. Like, don't go down the rabbit hole of questioning it. Just know that it takes the body longer. It takes a physical mass longer to catch up to the amazing work that you're doing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and keep going. Keep going. I will tell you, my mindset, my energy level, and everything is absolutely fueled me through these physical challenges that I've been experiencing. Um, and that's how I see it. It's just a physical challenge. And speaking of physical challenge, that's going to come during our daily uplift segment. Let's talk about celebrating today, okay? There's always a reason to celebrate here on Project Joy Live. In National Days today, this is the day of the year, February 21st, that is like the ultimate ironic day and unfair where national days are concerned. So, first of all, it's National Grain Free Day. So, shout out to my gluten free friends out there. One of my daughters is gluten free. Um, and only not only a day to create a way to recognize the difficulties of a restricted diet, but it celebrates the family and brings everyone back to the kitchen for a meal designed just for them. So it's a great way to learn about the challenges of being restricted from grains. And so anyway, it's grain-free day, but it's also, and this is what's just wrong about today, it's also National Sticky Bun Day, which guess what? Those are made with grains. Um, So it's interesting that they fall on the same day. But National Sticky Bun Day on February 21st recognizes a delicious pastry that comes rolled up and dripping with a sweet, sugary topping. And now I'm hungry. They're perfect with a hot cup of coffee in the morning or as an after dinner sweet. Um, Known as Schnecken, meaning snail. I did not know that. The sticky bun is rolled into a sweet spiral resembling its German name. Still considered to be a Pennsylvania specialty, many believe the sticky bun's origin in the United States began in the 19th century. German settlers brought their baking traditions with them when they began settling in and around Philadelphia. So that's really interesting. Um, I don't I think most sticky buns, have dough, brown sugar, cinnamon, and then are topped with, the pan is lined with maple syrup, honey, nuts, sugar, butter. Nothing that's good for you at all, but we're here to celebrate the sticky bun today. So let me know if you're celebrating National Grain-Free Day or Sticky Bun Day, because they're both amazing yet ironic things. It's really not fair that they're on the same day. Brittany says, "Oh my God, yum! Sticky buns and coffee sounds perfect." It does, but alas, I'm here with my bronchitis and ginger tea instead. So, it's a great day nonetheless. Though I sticky buns sound good. Let's move on to the daily uplift, you guys. We got to get away from sticky buns. It's time for the daily uplift. And that means today we're getting a little nostalgic today. We're talking about 90s nostalgia. By the way, if you're joining us live this morning, I would love for you to head over to the comments, say good morning, let us know where you're joining from. And I'm going to put a little poll up if you're joining us on YouTube. um, we're gonna put on the poll, who would you want to connect with at 90s Con? Who would you want to connect with at 90s Con? So I am going to 90s Con in March. Let me get the date for you. I'm going on March 17th. Excuse me. March 17th, I'm going to 90s Con. And then the really exciting thing, so March 18th, 20th, and 22nd, we are going to be having, get ready for it, another 90s nostalgia week here on Project Joy Live. Very excited about that. And all week, I'm going to be joined by my fabulous school friend, Danielle Valero, who you all loved so much the last time we did our we had a whole nostalgic series last year where we did 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. We did different weeks for those. And so 90s was by far like the most popular week. And Danielle's going to be joining us for that. But kicking off that week for me, I got tickets to 90s Con when it was my birthday in early February. And I'm so excited to be going. It's the countdown right there for me, you guys. 23 days left. I can't believe it. I have never been so geeked out in my entire life. I have been watching all of the 90s things. I don't know if you guys know. I think it's Paramount. I think it's Paramount Plus, on Amazon. I think that's what I watch it on. But they have Double Dare, Hey Dude, Salute Your Shorts, um, um, God, so many different things. All that. They have Rocco's Modern Life. They have Doug. They have Daria. They have all of these different shows that we watched in the 90s if you were a 90s teenager. And I just love it. I'm totally in my element watching all those things. So I am totally geeked out for going to 90s Con, and I need your help to help me narrow down who I'm going to see because I only am going to be there one day. So I need your assistance. Okay. So help me with that. First up, here's the lineup. Okay. And just comment the thing if you would like me to try to get close to them and get a photo or something, comment as I'm going along. First up, we have Thelma and Louise. We have Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon. And the funny thing is I don't even think of them like, yes, Thelma and Louise was the thing, but I think these are like Hollywood royalty, okay? Royalty that are going to be there. They're right up there, okay, for me. So, if you think I should get close to Thelma and Louise, put Thelma and Louise in the comment. Gina Davis, Susan Sarandon. I mean, hello, icon. Then we have Alyssa Milano, who kind of stands on her own. She's been so many things. In my mind, Alyssa Milano, what I'm brought to is Who's the Boss. You guys remember Who's the Boss? I loved that show so much, but she's been obviously so many other things. Really one of the queens of the 90s for sure. And but Who's the Boss was it for me. Then you have Jodie Benson, Paige O'Hara, and Linda Larkin. And you may be like, I don't know if I really know them. Here's the deal. Jodie Benson played the voice of Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Paige O'Hara played the voice of Belle in Beauty and the Beast, and Linda Larkin played the voice of Pocahontas. So they are the Disney princesses. So if you'd like me to get close to the Disney princesses, put princesses down in the comments. Okay. Then we go into the cast of Boy Meets World. We have William Daniels, Danielle Fishel, Ryder Strong, Will Friedle, Trina McGee, Betsy Randall, William Russ, Anthony Tyler Quinn. Okay, it, it's a huge part of the cast is going to be there for Boy Meets World. And then of course, my kids loved watching Girl Meets World, which takes it to like that next, that next generation sort of level. So I'm really excited about Boy Meets World being there. I loved that show. Then we get into very exciting. This is a big one for me. I'm going to be honest with you, and really exciting for a couple of reasons. The cast of Step by Step. Did you guys love that show? That show has gotten a lot of I didn't even realize until our last 90s Nostalgia Week how much crap that show got behind the scenes. I had no idea. There was a lot of things, there's a lot of people that didn't like that show, which I'm shocked about. Um, and a lot of people, I think overall 80s and 90s shows were fairly cringy, but I think people find a special place in their heart for Step by Step. The sad thing to me about this is a couple things about Step by Step. A sad thing to me, number one, is that Suzanne Summers passed away recently, and she was, one of the hearts of Step by Step. And so it's very sad that she is not going to be able to be there for this lineup. But also there's a couple people as part of this lineup that are not typically in the spotlight anymore. But we've got Patrick Duffy, Stacey Keenan, and Stacey Keenan is an attorney now, you guys. Wild. Angela Watson, Christine Lakin, Brandon Call, which Brandon Call I hear is not he's not out and about. So this is a rare sighting, if you will, for Brandon Call in the wild. The call of the wild. I still got my humor in the bronchitis. Okay, so Brandon Call, Christopher Castile, Sasha Mitchell, Jason Marsden. Just that's a whole moment for me. I really feel like, yeah, Step by Step is part of where it's at for me. Moving on, because it doesn't stop there. We have the cast of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. We have Melissa Joan Hart, Beth Broderick, Jenna Lee Green, Nate Reicher. I'm probably butchering the names. Alimi Ballard. Alimi, I hope that's how you say his name. Ballard. From Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I loved that show. And Melissa Joan Hart. When I think of her, this is another show that I started watching with my girls. Clarissa Explains It All. Do you guys remember that show? I was watching that with my daughters, and they loved it. So I kind of like geek out with Melissa for sure. She's top of my list. I loved the show, but she's like priority for me. Then you move in to literally one of my favorite shows of all time. Okay. And this is not everybody's favorite show, and a lot of people don't even know about this show, which blows my mind. It's Hey Dude, which had David Lasher, Christine Taylor, Kelly Brown, and Josh Teagle. Okay. Um when I tell you now that my daughter runs around the house singing the Hey Dude theme song because it is on Paramount Plus for you to watch, okay, go watch it. It is that cringy 90s iconic sort like recorded with your home camera kind of show that I love so much. And do you guys know who Christine Taylor's husband is? Do you guys know? Bonus points if you can tell me in the comments who Christine Taylor's husband is. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a minute to work that out amongst yourself. But Christine Taylor, icon. And I've been binge watching this show again because the interactions between Christine Taylor and Kelly Brown in the show, as Melody and Brad in Hey Dude, it really is. It's provided me with a lot of thoughts and knowing of where some of my ideas about friendship came from, as I'm working on the Friendship Paradox documentary. So, definitely, if you've never seen that show, it is cringy. I'm going to tell you right now, but it's also like so many moments that are heartwarming and wonderful that you gotta check it out. What's up, Michael? Good morning. Did you run today? Did you run? We need to know. Okay, so Hey Dude. And then you have the boys here of 98 Degrees, Jeff Timmons and Drew Lachey. That could just be an eye candy kind of moment. Okay, I don't know. So let me know. Put 98 Degrees if you think I should talk to Jeff Timmons and Drew Lachey. Then you have Andrew Keegan, who had and this whole row, can we just have a moment of silence? Can we just have a moment of silence for this entire row here? Andrew Keegan, I am pretty sure I had a poster somewhere on my wall of Andrew Keegan. He's amazing. Moving on because I need to. Guys, Dawson's Creek. Can we get a shout out for Dawson's Creek? Mike said he hasn't run yet because he worked till 4 a.m. That sucks. 4 a.m. does not sound fun for me. I was up then, but I was coughing. I was not I was not doing anything fun. Um, James Vanderbeek in Kerr Smith. James Vanderbeek, first of all, Varsity Blues. Varsity Blues, Dawson's Creek, among other things. Yes, yes, 10, yes, please. um, that was going back to Andrew Keegan. Anyway, Dawson's Creek, right? Yes. Um, James Vanderbeek is amazing because he if you guys have not checked out his Instagram recently, he shares so many incredible little life learning lessons. I would actually love to have him on the Breakthrough Show to hear some of his insights and things that he's learned over time. Just as a human being on this planet, I think he has so many great things to offer. But he's up there for one of the people that I would love to get the chance to talk to at 90s Con next month. So let me know. Let me know if y'all are Dawson Creek fans and if you're specifically James Vanderbeek fans, because I think he's an incredible human being. It's not just about being the actor or, you know, yes, he's an amazing actor, but I think what he's doing as a father, what he's putting out there on social media is incredible. So, and my with that, that must mean the show's over. Lights out. Um, he's amazing, and I would love to talk to him. We have Mira Sorvino. We also have part of the cast of Full House, you guys. This is another one. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna choose how to spend my time that Sunday, you guys. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But we have Dave Coulier, Jodie Sweetin, and Andrea Barber from Full House. It's a moment. It's a moment, and we're not even done. We're not even done, you guys. Let me know if you would stop by the Full House table at 90s Con. Then we continue with Seventh Heaven. Do you guys remember that show? Oh my gosh, Seventh Heaven. When I see your smiling faces. Oh my God. We have Beverly Mitchell, Barry Watson, Catherine Hicks, David Gallagher, Mackenzie Rosman. Eh, Hello? Hello. Seventh. I know. I know. It's a whole I don't know how I'm gonna pick. I really don't. I wish I would have gotten tickets to all 3 days now, but I'm gonna be happy and grateful for my one day that I'm going. Um, oh my god. We have Marissa Tomei. Then there's some guest artists that are gonna be there, plus all of there's gonna be vendors, and all of that stuff. But let me know, okay, who would be your top choice? Ready? I need to know who would be your top if everybody from the different areas was hunched together, who would be your top table that you would go see? Seventh Heaven, Full House, Dawson's Creek, 98 Degrees, Hey Dude, I'm going there regardless. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Step by Step, Boy Meets World, Disney Princesses, Alyssa Milano, she gets her own table, or Thelma and Louise. Who would be your number one table to stop by at 90s Con? Let me know. We're going to take a quick break and come back with birthdays. We'll be right back after this.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. Mike Wazowski. I swear to God, my voice keeps getting deeper as the episode goes on. Oh, one bronchitis, Jessica 0. Okay, so Baker says Boy Meets World all the way. Okay, so that's one vote for Boy Meets World. Brittany says Boy Meets World and Dawson's Creek. I can't just pick one. That is my problem right now because the entire lineup is my growing up. The entire lineup is my growing up, and I, Hey Dude holds a very special place in my heart, so that's a given for me. But then it's like, who else? Who else am I going to go see? I don't know. Um, I'm so stuck. But listen, I want you to mark your calendars for a couple of things. Okay, very very important. Friday, March 15th. Friday, March 15th, we are going to have a very special episode of Project Joy Live where if you tune in, you're going to have the chance to win something that I take home from 90s Con. Okay. You are going to have the chance to win on that episode, Friday, March 15th. You are going to have the chance to win something that I bring home from 90s Con. Okay. So, very important. You have to be here live. This is not a replay sort of thing, but mark your calendar for Friday, March 15th. Then 17th is when I'm going to 90s Con. And then 18th, the week of the March 18th, we are going to have 90s Nostalgia Week here on Project Joy Live. I'm going to be sharing lots of little bits from 90s Con, of course, during that week. Maybe we'll have a special guest. Um, but we'll also be joined by my fabulous co-host Danielle Valero, who was on our 90s Nostalgia Week last year. She is one of my old school friends who you guys are going to love if you didn't get to see her last year. But those of you that saw her and loved her, you get more of her. And so it's a bonus. All right. And then another one, Brittany says, wants me to say Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I know. I know. I just don't. I'm stuck, you guys. I need help. I really need email me, Jessica at thebreakthroughshow.com. If you didn't get to chime in on who I should go see at 90s Con, please email me and help me decide because I am stumped. I'm stumped. All of that said, it's time for birthdays, you guys. Here we go.
Happy birthday to you.
Who's excited to hear the birthday song via bronchitis? We're going to do this together this morning. It was interesting for me to look through the birthdays today because there are a lot of people who are no longer with us who had a birthday today. One being Alan Rickman, one of the greatest actors of all time, the only person who could have played Professor Snape in Harry Potter among so many other incredible movies. Alan Rickman had a birthday today. President Washington, who passed away in 1799, had a birthday today. The incredible jazz singer Nina Simone, so good. If you guys want to like totally vibe out today, go find some Nina Simone music and just float away because it's incredible. She passed away in 2003. And then another incredible actress, Rue McClanahan, who played one of the Golden Girls, among many other things as well, passed away in 2010, also had a birthday today. In addition, another staple from my 90s, Jennifer Love Hewitt, has a birthday today, 45 years old. Happy birthday, Jennifer. Also, Kelsey Grammer, the ripe age of 69 years old today. Happy birthday, Kelsey Grammer, another incredible actor. The celebrities in my life, we had a couple birthdays yesterday that I didn't get because we weren't on the show yesterday. Lisa Pinnock and Lynn Thompson had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to both of you. Then today, one of my favorite teachers, talk about 90s nostalgia. One of my favorite teachers from Westside Middle School, Mr. Beverly, has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Mr. Beverly. Thank you so much for the role that you have played in my life. There goes my light again, you guys. The role that you played in my life and the amazing, 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 amazing education and love that you brought to this world and so many children's lives at Westside Middle School in Groton, Connecticut, which no longer exists and makes me feel old. So happy birthday, Mr. Beverly. Also, from back in the day as well, it's James Bergen's birthday today. Happy birthday, James. And then Kahava Howard has a birthday today as well. So, all of that said, I had my cough drop, I had my tea. We're going to give this a try, guys, because this is a long one today. I may need thoughts and prayers. Y'all send the good vibes. Drop some birthdays emojis in the comments. Make me feel better. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Alan Rickman, President Washington, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Nina Simone, Kelsey Grammer, Rue McClanahan, Lisa Pinnock, Lynn Thompson, Mr. Beverly, James Bergen, and Kahava Howard. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating yesterday, today, and then tomorrow's we'll get to Friday because I was going to run out of air. Coming up on the show and in the network this week. Thank you so much, Dr. Dre. Coming up this week, very excited. So tomorrow you have a day off. Okay, tomorrow you have a day off. However, doesn't mean you can't plug into our amazing virtual community, which you can find at thebreakthroughshownetwork.com. You can click to visit the virtual community. There's a meditation room, there's a co-working room. There are cool things to check out in our archive room, as well as our music lounge. So definitely go on and check that out if you haven't done so yet. Coming up on the show on Friday, I am super pumped because my friend Joseph McGuire is joining us back on the Breakthrough Show Network all the way from Ireland. He's a facial analysis expert. And a lot of times when we're talking about facial analysis, we're like, what did they really mean? And it goes kind of down a dark alleyway of facial analysis. But I've asked Joseph to join us to explain to us how we can tell other than words, outside of words, more than words, as my friends from Extreme say, how how do we know that they're really joyful and happy? Not through the words they say, but through their face and their body language. So tune in as we talk about joy in body language on Project Joy live on Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, only here on the Breakthrough Show Network. Then also coming up that morning, we have virtual co-working 9:55 a.m. If you're an entrepreneur or, hey, maybe you're just in school, you want to do some work with other people, you can join us for virtual co-working. Check-in is at 9:55. It goes until 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And we have 4 25-minute segments of really buckling down and getting stuff done. So I invite you to join us, scanning the QR code there, or you can also head to thebreakthroughshownetwork.com. Then Friday as well, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Oleg Lohi joins us here on the Breakthrough Show Network again. An incredible guest that we've had before, a very good, dear friend of mine that is on my list to see him in person and get a hug this year. That's one of my 2024 goals. But he's going to be joining us to talk about his new venture and the breakthroughs he's experienced in moments worth remembering. So don't miss that on Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then at 8 o'clock Friday, we have another craft circle hosted by the incredible Brittany Floyd of Sacredian Secrets. It's going to be in our virtual community in her lobby. And my fabulous daughter told me this morning that my graphic I shared on Monday said it was Tuesday. It is not Tuesday. It did say February 3rd, but it said Tuesday, not Friday. So my bad. It is, in fact, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Bring whatever craft of your choice or simply come and soak up the creativity in Brittany's lobby. It's an amazing space in our virtual community, and we would love for you to craft with us. So be there or be square, as they say. Sharon, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the bravo on the birthday song. It's hard with the bronchial stuff. I'll tell you what, it's hard, but I feel good, and that's all that matters. I feel good mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The physical, it's just a little tortoise. It's a tortoise. Brittany says, yes, come craft. Join us for sure. I'm over time today, and I appreciate you bearing with me as I breathe and cough through this episode. I love you guys so very much. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life, whether you have bronchitis or not, today and every day. I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye, everybody.
I've been lifting myself up, yeah, I've been climbing.